Hello, everyone. We're going to make this quick, fast, and in a hurry because I know the game's getting ready to start, and that's what everyone's waiting for. Right now, temperatures are nice and comfortable. Look at that, about 58 degrees outside in Muscle Shoals, plenty of sunshine. It's a little cloudy here in Huntsville, but nice and comfortable all around, which is good to note. Going through the next couple of hours, we'll start to see these 50s die down a little bit into those low-end 50s by around 6 to maybe 7 o'clock. I have to be careful putting those two numbers together, right? As we get to your late evening hours, we'll start to see 40s back in the forecast. And you'll notice our over at night hours, we don't really depart from those 40s. So that means we're going to have a warmer start to the week, even your morning starting out in those low 40s right around 5 a.m. So expectations is that we'll see some 60s out of the next few days. We'll start in the upper 60s. We may see a 70 on Tuesday. That's kind of what we're looking at right now in the forecast. I'll show you the 10-day. But as we go through the look ahead here, we're expecting rain chances Tuesday evening. They're starting to push back later into the day, which means once we get to your Wednesday morning, it's going to be a great deal of a downpour. This is around 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning. And then by the evening, we're left with pretty dry conditions. Now, we are still waiting for that Thursday rain chance to catch up on the forecast. But as you can see here on the 10-day, only a 20% chance for Thursday. So we may have a passing shower or two in the late afternoon. But as we get to Friday, we'll pick it up again with that rain chance, and that'll kind of roll into Valentine's Day for next weekend if you have any plans. Temperature-wise, Monday will be off to a gorgeous start, mostly sunny, 68 degrees. We bump it up a couple degrees going into Tuesday, getting us to 70s. And what we're seeing right now with this weather pattern is that we'll start to push back into those low-end 60s by Wednesday and Thursday, which will get us back to our average for this time of year by Friday, with those rain chances continuing throughout each day. So that rain-cooled air, a possible pass through of some colder air as well. We're expecting to see some of those mid-50s as we get around Friday and Saturday. And then into Sunday, we're still expecting some slight showers, but not much beyond the shower chance of maybe a passing sprinkle or two. So far, the severe threat, very low. We're not expecting anything severe out of a lot of this. Right now, we're just expecting some heavier showers on those days that we've got about 60% and even 40% chances. Just heavier showers for right now. Looking ahead to the next week, we'll stay around those 50s, but you'll notice by Tuesday and Wednesday, kind of do a rinse and repeat of this week, except just a touch cooler than where our current temperatures will sit for Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. We drop into those mid 60s. Still above average, little uncharacteristic, but of course, we will make sure to forecast that out for you and make sure you have the best planned week ahead. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Just so you will remember, we aren't doing any of our shows. It's purely Super Bowl. If you haven't turned on your WAFF 48, if you haven't turned to our channel, it's strictly Super Bowl. Kickoff is starting quite soon. They're doing a lot of the pregame stuff, and they have been covering it since about noon. With that being said, we will be back at the end of the game, and by that point, Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis will be in. We'll also have Margot Gray here and Carl Prather. So they'll be your evening team this evening, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Enjoy the Super Bowl, whether you're a Seahawks fan or a Patriot fan, or even if you're just there for the halftime show with Bad Bunny. I hope you have a wonderful night, and stay safe, enjoy your teams, and with that, that's the close of the NFL season. I'm a little hurt, but that's okay. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend and a beautiful week ahead. I'll be back here tomorrow for your noon shows. Actually, we may have some changes to that with the Olympics. So stay tuned with us. But with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.